on the verge of free speech being over. Okay? I'm going to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakadash. Though honestly, there was a GMS. Also, salutations to all the Akim out there that's pushing this truth. And also, Shalom to the rest of the hopeful elect. And these people, man, they have no idea what they're doing. They don't know that they're playing into the hands of Esau Edom, okay? These different elites. Because they're using this Charlie Kirk thing to, take away your rights, take away your free speech. But they're starting with your free speech first. Because the government on a nation of people that can't speak against them. Matter of fact, let me look up some. Let me go to Chat GPT real quick. So I was thinking about that scripture. It says, let me see. I'm going to ask then, what does a dragon represent? Then I'm going to get on with this lesson. What? All right. Dragon represent. And let's see. Oh, look at that. But damn. I'll say it says, we're going to read some of this. Because this remind me, I was thinking about the scripture in the book of Revelations. As a matter of fact, let me read that first. Right? It says, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, but spake as a dragon. Matter of fact, let's look up that word dragon too, right here. Let's see what we get for dragon. Dragon, serpent. All right, it says Satan. Okay, I don't really give much. It says in Western tradition, Europe, Christianity, folklore, dragon often represents chaos, evil, and destruction, right? Which is what's taking place right now, right? They're sometimes seen as a symbol of Satan or demonic forces. Christian writings, Revelation 12 speaks of the great red dragon. Night slaying the dragons came to symbolize the triumph of good over evil. Here we go. Dragons are viewed as wise, powerful, and benevolent beings, you see? But wise, right? Now, when you go into the scriptures, right? Because dragon is known as a serpent too. It says, let's go to that real quick. Let's go to that. Right. I was about to say Revelation. Genesis 3:1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which Yahweh have made. Right? Let's read that over again. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord hath made. Which means what? Subtle and what? Wickedness, all right? Or what? Wise in wickedness. So that's why you see these people basically crashing out to get their own rights taken away. Because Esau, he's just smarter than these people. Right? So you better believe, he was the some way, somehow, right? That thing was pushed to, for this Charlie Kirk thing. All right, you can't say nothing against him. All right, and this dude, he wasn't a senator or nothing. So how much more against the president, all right, are you going to be able to speak? See, man, the dragon or the serpent, or what it say was more subtle. He basically got on Americans, right? uh, uh, basically giving away their rights, their freedom of speech, willingly, because these people are so butthurt and so fucking emotional, right? They're willing to give up their rights, man. That's absolutely crazy. These people don't even realize what the hell they're doing, man. Oh man, you know what? I might have to name this something else. I'm probably gonna name this something else, man. All right, so let's go back and finish reading this, right? Which it says, let me see. What did I leave off at? They are associated with water, rain, rivers, and fertility. They represent strength, protection, good fortune, imperial authority. Chinese emperors were often called sons of dragons. In mythology, more broadly, dragons often stand untamed nature or the unknown human face. They symbolize greed, since many legends have dragons hoarding treasure. Spiritually, they can embody guardianship, right? I'm gonna ask them this. Hold on. Which they already gave me the answer, but I'm gonna see if they go into depth with it. All right. I'm gonna ask them, do it represent wisdom? Let me go. Let me see. See what they give me. They didn't give me much, but no, we're gonna read it anyways. Dragons are seen as ancient, wise beings. Okay, there we have it. They're not just strong, but also knowledgeable about natural and spiritual worlds. Some myths even show them as teachers or guides, right? But that can be on the left-hand side. See, they're guiding these people and basically destroying themselves, all right, without even knowing it, right? It says, because Esau study different patterns of people, you know, humans behavior, you know. You look, for 1 second, don't you think that Esau didn't plan on this actually happening, that people are going to give up their rights? You know, I think it's like a quote where it says that people would give up their rights. I can't think of the name of it right now. You know, I can't quote it. I can't quote it verbatim. You know, really, I can't quote it at all. But I know it's something similar to that. You know, it says, because dragons live for ages and hold deep power, they're often tied to hidden knowledge, mystery, enlightenment. They guard treasures, right? And that's true. What it says, thou art wiser than Daniel, right? So Esau knows this, man. He knew people were going to do this, man. You know, give up their own rights. All right, because guess what? The masses are desperate right now. Okay. And like I said, he's into that into that psychology shit. You know, studying the patterns of people and all those different things. So Esau knew that. It says Ezekiel 28:3. Behold, thou art wiser. Matter of fact, let's read into it. Verse 2 says, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, thus saith Yahweh, because thy heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am Yahweh. See, and that's the thing. He's playing. He's trying to be like the Most High, you know. To the point, hey, he can actually predict people's behavior, because thy heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am Yahweh. I sit in the seat of Yahweh in the midst of the seas, and yet thou art a man and not Yahweh, and thou set thy heart as the heart of Yahweh, right? Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel, and there is no secret that they can hide from thee. You see? And there's nothing that can be hid from this devil, man. You know? He basically knows almost everything, you know? As far as like the secrets, you know, of this world, this present world. He don't really understand the scriptures, but he do, you know, understand the history, you know, those different elites. But he don't know the deep, dark, secret things. Tell you this, he know his ass going into slavery too. All right, so let's read this. It says, after the killing of Kirk, the lionized by some as free speech champion, many conservatives want his critics ostracized or fired. So look, these, and let's show you how mega, all right, is dumb as hell, man. They're fucking zombies, man. All right. There you how I say, the blind lead the blind. They both fall into a ditch. They don't know they're about to fall into a damn ditch, man. Amazing, man. I gotta just get a scripture of that alone, right? Let's read it in the NLT. So ignore them, 15 and 14. For ignore them, they are blind guides leading the blind. Right, and they really think they're doing something. They really think they're guiding people to be moral. So ignore them, they are blind guides leading the blind. And if one blind person guides another, they both fall into a ditch. Right? And that's what's going on, right? You got all these people, right? They're basically bad. They don't know what the hell's going on in the society. They don't know what jack shit is going on, but yet everyone is trying to lead one another. And all of them is fucking going, every one of them is going into destruction, you know? Anyways, back to this article. After years for the right about council culture, right? And that's part of taking away your freedom of speech. That somebody can actually counsel you. After years of complaints from the right and council culture from the left, some conservatives are seeking to upend the lives and careers of those who they believe disparaged Charlie Kirk after his death. They're going after companies, educators, news outlets, right? Political rivals and others they judge as promoting hate speech. See, but what happened to freedom of speech? Matter of fact, let's put that in real quick. Freedom of speech. All right, that's the wrong thing. Hold on. All right. Freedom of speech. Right? So in the U.S., for example, the freedom of speech is protected by the First Amendment, right? Which prohibits the government from restricting most forms of expression, whether written or symbolic. However, it isn't absolute. Certain kinds of speech, like incitement to violence or true threats, defamation, obscenity, can be restricted by law. And another thing, right? People are not saying. They just say, hey, I'm happy dude died. You know, they're not saying that they're gonna kill people. You know, but they're just saying, look, I'm happy dude died. So look, you can't even express that. You know, and like I said, dude he's not even a senator. He's not a mayor, right? He's not the president. He's not a police officer. This dude was a fucking he was a fucking influencer. Showing you, hey man, these people oh boy. It says certain kinds of speech like incitement to violence, truth as defamation, or obscenity can be restricted by law. Globally, the concepts vary. Some countries guarantee strong protections, others allow expression, but place limits on political dissent, religion, criticism of authority. Internationally, it is recognized in documents like the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. So that's a human right for you to be able to express yourself. Article 19. You see? Look at that. So really, they're taking away your human rights, man. That is inhumane. Right? Just days after conservatives activists death, a campaign by public officials and others on the right has led to the firing or other punishments of teachers or office depot employee, government workers, a TV pundit, expectation, or more dismissals. Coming, a Florida reporter was suspended for a question posed to a Republican congressman. This past weekend, transportation. So man, they got it out for people. This past weekend, Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy posted that American Airlines are grounded pilots who said we're celebrating cursed death. You see? This behavior is disgusting. They should be fired, Duffy said on social media site X, which is Twitter, man. All right, so that's what's taking place. Let's read a little bit more. As elected officials and conservative influence lionize Kirk as a warrior for freedom of expression. As a matter of fact, let's look that up. Esau like to throw them words out there too. All right. It's to give a lot of public attention and approval to someone. Treat as a celebrity. Oh, so look at that. Honor, exalt, acclaim, admire. Basically worship, man. So they worshiping this dude, man. Praise, applaud, hail, cry up, venerate, reverence, make much of, eulogize, put on pedestal, hero worship. You see? Worship, idolize. So they idolizing this dude, man. They done turned this dude into a goddamn idol, man. Look at that. Look at that, man. For free expression, who champion and provocative champions, they're also weaponizing tactics they saw being used to McLean their movement, their calls for firing and ostracize and pressure to watch what you say. You see, such tactics raise fundamental challenge for a nation that by many accounts appear to be dangerously splintered by politics and sense of moral outrage in social media, and helps to fuel. And look, and the white man, he's a hypocrite, right? Because you've been criticizing and talking shit about people, right? Whether it's the children of Israel or these other nations, man. And you have a dude that's not even someone highly in power, and they're using that dude for Basically use this dude to take away your rights, man. And to get you to, basically just fucking shut the fuck up, man. That's nasty work right there. Cause you know what? If Trump would have did it directly, if it was concerning Trump, if he made that statement, look, you can't say such and such, boo boo boo, all right, people would be on his ass. But they use this dude Charlie Kirkland, man. And that's why I went into that whole thing about the dragon, man. Because the dragon is smarter than these people. A dragon is wise, man. These people are not smart. These people are fucking idiots. They don't know what the fuck is going on, man. They through. Anyways, man. So let's grab a couple more scriptures. Let's grab Psalms. I had a couple scriptures written down. All right. Matter of fact. Right, because this is a perfect scripture right here. Proverbs 11:9. The hypocrite with his mouth destroyeth his neighbor. And that's what you're saying, man. These people are none but a bunch of hypocrites, all right? Destroying their own selves. But here you go. You've been talking all kind of shit, right? Y'all mocked Trayvon Martin for years. Now you're fucking offended? Hell, even amongst yourselves, right? The Republicans, you've been talking shit about the damn Democrats. Now, this dude Charlie, it just fucking takes the cake. That's it. Read that over again. Hypocrite with his mouth destroyeth his neighbor, right? And that's what's taking place. All right. The words that these people are speaking, or however that these Republicans or MAGA is fucking responding. Guess what? You're destroying your neighbor, man. All right. Let's go to that Psalms 50:2. Hold on, I think that was it. No, 52:2. So Salaki on that. It says, thou tongue deviseth mischief, like a sharp razor working deceitfully. Right? And that's what's taking place right now. All right? Working deceitfully. All right? They got people actually giving away their own rights. Right? And the razor, guess what? The razor is going to fucking cut you. All right? A razor, it can easily cut you, or what, or it can cut the fucking next person. All right, if you done ever dealt with a razor, man, a razor easily cuts you, man. And guess what? And it give you fucking small cuts too. It can cut you, and you won't even know it. That's what's taking place with a mega right now. All right, thou lovest evil more than good, right? And hey, that dude was evil. All right, all you people are evil, and lying rather to speak righteousness, right? There ain't none of y'all about righteousness. Thou lovers all divine words, O deceitful tongue. You see? And all this is set up, all right, to really bring in that new world order, to have you people conform. Because now they're going to be like, look, this is what y'all want. Okay? This, I thought y'all wanted this. All right, let's grab one more scripture. Psalms, yeah, no, it was 50:19. No, that's not it. Let's try Psalms 120. Okay. right? It says, Psalms 120:2, deliver my soul, O Lord, from lying lips. No, that's not it. Hold on. All right, so let's put this in. Double. Put the word double real quick. I think I might have. There's another, right? One is Psalms, and it might be one in the book of Sirach. All right, so let's put that in double time. But that's cool. Sirach 28:13. Curse the whisper and the double tongue, right? And that's what's going on, right? It's a double tongue, right? Or it's a double-edged sword. Cause at one point, these devils are saying, they're all about freedom of speech, but they want your freedom of speech taken away. For such have destroyed many that were at peace, right? And that's what's going on. You people are being destroyed. But there's another scripture. I know I ran across something else. If I can't find it, then I'll just end the lesson. God damn it. But anyways, giving all praise and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Rakakadash. Double honor to the GMS. Also salutations to all the Akim out there that's witness true. And also shalom to the rest of the hopeful elect. Peace.